you're not counting on Williams to fumble because he had never lost a fumble in his career prior to that. Another thing that he got a lot of heat for that I didn't necessarily understand, and Stick and I kind of butted heads about this. After they got the turnover and took over on their own 3-yard line inside the 2-minute warning, I didn't have a problem with them because Dallas had timeouts. You see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have a problem with them running the ball and then letting the clock run out. I didn't have a problem with it. Dallas had timeouts. You throw a pass in that situation that's incomplete. Now you're giving Dallas the power.
You want that guy throwing a pass yesterday with what he did with passes? So
there's something to that, yeah.
Sometimes, again, so to Dan Campbell is the first one that will be aggressive and go for it. He's proven that over the past 2 years as a coach with his 4th down calls. But in that time, seeing as where he was at, you can understand it. And it makes sense to me, because you don't have Patrick Mahomes. We all just, you know what it is? We watch Patrick Mahomes, and no matter when he gets the ball, whether it's 20 seconds left or 12 seconds left, he does something with it every time. We're just jealous. We don't have that. But Dan Campbell realized that he didn't have that tool of Patrick Mahomes back there.
I mean, and again, it's something where all the elements that could go wrong, i.e., Jared Goff didn't play well. Would be the first one to tell you he didn't play well?
Him.
Jared Goff would be the first one to tell you he didn't play well.
Which in that situation, when you got no Swift and you got, Brown goes down and stuff like that, you don't have the luxury. He's got to be that leader the same way as like him and Jamal Williams have to drag that offense to a touchdown. That's what they have to do. That's the difference. That's what the teams. You know what? That's what Danny Dimes is doing in New York, buddy, with his little baby hands. But you know what? He gets all that criticism, but they're finding a way to win. You look at the Jets, too. I mean,
I just don't want to see Campbell criticized for that when they were getting the ball to start the second half and Dallas had timeouts, too. And you're on your own 3-yard line.
You're deep in your end, and the fact is if they're not going to try, if they're trying to get the ball back and pin you or whatever, but if you can get out of that situation, I don't have a problem with it.
Right.
I don't have a problem where you can understand the why. And obviously it was a game plan. It's just when there's no, it's just, the frustrating things is when it seems like there's chaos and there's no plan. And then, to me, what was more frustrating, Neil, yesterday, and I want to bring this up, is just coming out of a bye week and some of the penalties, and some of the undiscipline and stuff like that, which should be cleaned up. So that was more frustrating to me than some of the coaching calls. Because I asked you that today. I go, if you're going to grade Dan Campbell on that, hey, we're watching you and we're hoping you're not going to screw up, because we're watching to see every time you screw up, right?
No doubt.
How many other coaches across the league are getting scrutinized for coaching decisions, but Dan Campbell, now he's put himself in a position that he gets scrutinized for every little bit.
But you know what this all boils down to, D-Mac, and there's no escape from it. It all boils down to 4-18-1, because that's this business.